Hello.
We are Our Truth.
Welcome to our Truth series. This is Isabel.
It's my twin sister, Corona.
Hi. So thank you for being here. It's been almost 2 weeks. We wanted to do this every week, but the last couple of weeks were quite amazing. Challenging in the way of growth, things of childhood came suddenly up. I'm smiling about it now. I was crying a lot, but we absolutely...
We can call that
I
a
can't
lot of
speak.
release. That's what happened, a lot of release. And we have this wonderful question, which is really along those lines of the last 2 weeks. You wanna
Yeah,
play
here, we'll
it?
just
Yeah.
play it. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Sophie, and I have a question for the lovely twin sisters of Our Truth. As we all know, good thoughts can be a wondrous power. How do you manage to be positive and also to stay positive?
Exactly.
I love that.
Yeah, life, right? It's like a roller coaster. We have the good days, we have the bad days. We can say, generally speaking, we have certainly more good days than bad days,
I generally say I have about 95% good days.
right?
But those 5%, they kick. They really hit. And in the last 2 weeks, it was actually more like, I had like 60% hardship, I would
Right.
say.
It must also be like a Scorpio thing. We're both Scorpios, which is all or nothing, they say. Haha, right?
No, but I think it's a time thing too. I think we really are in a time right now where we're like raising the frequency and we're dealing with things and we're releasing things that don't suit us anymore so that we can be free and light and woohoo.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm definitely back to that place now, thank God. Woo!
So let's go to what are we doing, to keep
So, yeah,
up the
okay.
positive energy. I want to say number one really is don't push it away if it doesn't feel good. That's allowing a negative feeling, an uncomfortable feeling to be at home within you so it can be transformed into something more beautiful. I like to either see that there's in front of me this space that I'm allowing this energy, this feeling to be, or just really hugging it, almost like giving it love so it can go somewhere, and not holding on to it also, because
Oh, yeah,
you can
yeah.
hold on to a negative emotion, of course, and then it just spirals into this more and more of it, since what you give out, it comes back to you.
Yeah, I think when Isabel says like holding on to it, I think I totally agree. I think like 5 minutes, 10 minutes is totally acceptable. And I think after that, we can start looking for something that can shift us. And for us, or I'm going to speak for me, what helps me totally to stay positive or come back to the positive is to remember to do the things that I enjoy. Like nature, it is said if we're 20 minutes in nature, we're shifting our energy, we're shifting our space, and all we need to do is just walk around in it and look around. And I'm totally in love with nature, so that always helps. And then music helps. Sometimes I might just sit in my rocking chair and listen to something beautiful, and maybe I just totally cry, and then afterwards I feel released. I also want to say that we weren't always like that, right? I mean, to me, it had a lot to do with the life belief that made me come into a space of being able to really hold that positive space more, which is that I'm never a victim and that everything I see is my reflection and my opportunity to grow from it. If it's cool, if I love it, then it's a beautiful reflection of, yeah, there's me. Or if I don't like it, then it's the reflection of, oh, okay, look, there's still something to learn from and grow from, and find love in that person or situation. And that very much helps me too, to like come back to the positive.
Right. I think what is also extremely helpful for the two of us, or for anybody out there, is when you have somebody who can help you remind you. First of all, this shall pass too.
This too shall pass.
Exactly. Thanks, the German. You can have bad days, and if you don't hold on to them, this will really pass. And that somebody is there and says, tomorrow is going to be better, you're going to feel better, and you trust that person and you believe that person, that is very, very helpful to get out of a space of negativity. The reminder of, remember you're not a victim right now. Remember this is something to help you release. It's not always easy. She just had that, and she didn't want me to say that at all.
No, I got really angry, actually.
She got angry, but she also got over it. And
Yeah,
when
yeah,
she
yeah,
was
the
over
next
it,
day,
when she
much
was
better.
over it, she's like, yeah, it's right. Of course, because I didn't tell anything new. It's just hard to hear sometimes.
Sometimes you don't want to hear it, but that's okay too. I think like it's still really, really helpful. I'm very, very grateful to have Isabel, because
And same here.
exactly
Yeah.
for that, to like be able to remind each other that it's not gonna stay.
So somebody that you trust, whether it's your family or your friend or whoever it is, somebody that you trust that you can talk to, of course, and that can help you, remind you it will pass, remind you it's okay to have those feelings. It's okay to not, you don't have to hold on to it.
Right, and I
Forever.
want to say one other thing that I find incredibly important, which is to never feel guilty about your feelings. Because I think that sometimes people feel like they're being perceived weak. It's a weakness to be sad or upset or angry or whatever the emotion will be that isn't really serving for your happiness or whatever. But it's okay. It's never, I think it's a beautiful thing that we can even feel. Like the thing about crying, I want to mention that really quickly too, because some
big
people,
cries.
yes,
We're
woo,
big cries.
some people are like, oh God, I wish I wouldn't cry, or I don't like to cry, or whatever. But I think that it's a beautiful release, and I've met actually plenty of people who said to me, I wish I could cry like you. I wish I could feel my emotions and release them like you do. So, please keep that in mind. If you're someone who cries and doesn't feel comfortable about it, just let it out. It's beautiful. Embrace yourself with that. It's cool. Anyway, yeah.
I totally lost my thought. I had a thought towards that, but it's gone. So maybe I'm not supposed to share it right now. Maybe next time.
If it comes back, we'll make a note and you can do it next time.
And if you get totally confused and you really don't know what to do, you can also contact us.
Yes, and we'll go personally with you.
happily respond to your email, or give you some sort of advice. We're really good at that, at lifting up people. This is why we're doing this video, really, why we're doing this video serious, because that's, we do strongly believe this is why we're alive. We have been doing it all the time with our friends and strangers that come, that we come in contact with. Sometimes, strangers tell me their problems, and that's okay. I happily help when I can,
Yes,
and-
we definitely help.
Exactly.
Happily.
So we're there for you too.
Happily.
If you resonate with this, this is for you.
So thank you for being here.
And thank you, Sophie, for that wonderful question.
Yes, I loved that
Beautiful.
question.
And so
That is-
perfect in time too, because again, like
Timing,
she
yeah.
said, this was very much.
I mean, you sent that question a while ago, but
Resonating.
Everything is always about timing, and it really fit. And plus, we weren't capable of doing anything the last 2 weeks.
I remember what I wanted to say, which is be your own best friend, really. So when you have a negative emotion or whatever, what would you do? What would you say to your best friend? What would you say to your child if you have one? You wouldn't put that person down. Or
You wouldn't
that
be hard
kid
on them,
down.
that's
No,
true.
not at all.
'Cause
You
we're
would
so
be
hard on
very
ourselves
supportive,
often.
and that's what we should be to ourselves too. Like do something nice. Then I like to remind myself, hey, be nice to yourself. And do something nice.
Yes,
myself
that's
some
true.
chocolate too, whatever it is that makes me happy in that moment. Right. Okay. So there you
All
go.
right.
It's probably a longer video.
Whatever.
But
Oh yeah, it's almost 8 minutes. Okay, well, so on that note,
On that
thank
note,
you. Lots of love to you.
Love to always,
Um,
always.
And until next time, enjoy this
Exactly.
week. And
happy.
every day.
Or whatever it is, just be.
Mwah,
We love
mwah,
you.
mwah.
Bye.
Goodbye. No, that did not work.